Revenge films.
My name is Michelle. Ever since I was little, I had an introverted personality and I didn't have many friends. However, when I became a freshman in high school, I finally found someone that I could call my best friend. That person was my classmate named Hannah, and she was a complete opposite of me, outgoing and beautiful. When we were freshmen, we were both chosen to be part of an executive committee for the school festival, and that's how we became friends. Time flew by and we were in our second year of college. One day, when I was talking to Hannah and a few other girls, I overheard them talking about the beauty pageant that would be held at the college festival in 2 months. At the time, suddenly, Hannah made a suggestion to me.
Hey, Michelle, why don't you try joining the beauty pageant with me?
No way! Even if I were to participate, I would just be there laughing stock in the crowd.
Don't worry, anybody that makes fun of you, I'll beat them up myself.
In the beginning, I kept saying no over and over again, but Hannah was so persistent that I eventually gave in, under the condition that I would just do it just this once and one time only. I entered the beauty pageant for that year. From there wasn't much time to prepare, but I wanted to give myself a chance, so I fixed my sleeping schedule and dove headfirst into learning how to do my hair and makeup. To make sure that I wouldn't get too nervous or mess up in my self-introduction, I asked for my parents' help and I practiced my speech in front of them every single day. On top of that, I went running for an hour every single morning, as well as working throughout the week, and my body was looking slightly better than before. About 1 week before the competition at the school festival, I just so happened to come across Hannah, talking to those same girls from before. Looks like Michelle is really putting in effort. She was so excited to tell me that she lost 2 pounds.
Oh, what an idiot. Going on a diet doesn't make you any less ugly.
That's brutal. When you're the only one that invited her to the pageant.
Obviously, that was just to make myself look better in the competition.
I was shocked. I thought Hannah was my best friend, but I guess that's not how Hannah felt at all. If it was the old me, I would have been devastated and probably would have withdrawn my participation from the pageant. But at the time, all I wanted to do was get my revenge on Hannah. It was a short period of 2 months, but maybe all of the effort I had put up until now also helped me build my confidence and pride. That day, I walked out of the house and gave my working older sister a phone call. My sister is currently on maternity leave, but she was a top stylist that has done hair and makeup for famous idols on TV. Hey, I want to become pretty. Finally, you want to put some effort into your appearance. All right, you can leave it all to your big sister. The next day, my sister made a long trip back home from the city and in a short time left until the pageant. She devoted everything into teaching me all about how to do my makeup. I can't go into the dressing room on the day of, so if your makeup gets all messed up, you have to fix it yourself, all right? Yeah, I got this. You taught me everything. So I know I can do this on my own. The old Michelle would have told me you can't and given up straight away. Michelle, you've changed in a good way. To be honest, what happened with Hannah really devastated me. But at that time, I was too excited to be sad. It was a feeling I had never felt before. Is this what it likes to feel invincible? Now, I can be serious about trying to win. It may have been a fake sense of confidence, but at that time, I was able to convince myself of this. So the day of the school festival, I struggled to put my dress on since I wasn't used to wearing them, so I got a little bit delayed and was the last participant to enter the dressing room. The moment I walked in, everyone, including the event staff, turned their head towards me.
Beautiful! There's no way I can win now!
Well, I think our winner this year is already decided.
Of course, most of this was thanks to the help of my sister and my parents. I can't deny it made me happy. In my whole entire life, I had never been complimented like that before. I saw Hannah in the corner gritting her teeth and turning red as she glared at me across the dressing room. I did feel something like a superiority complex, but at the time, it really was a complicated feeling. After that, the pageant program carried on, one after another, and finally it came time for the final PR opportunity. I gripped onto my script for the speech that I had thought of late at night. So I was waiting backstage for my turn. No matter what, I couldn't get distracted. And the only thing important was to get through this final round. 5 minutes until it was going to be my turn, I needed to take deep breaths and calm my nerves. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath in, and at that moment, I felt something hit me in the head and the body. Right after I finished my breath, I finally realized that my entire body was drenched. Hannah had taken a bucket of water and thrown it onto me.
Oh, poor you! Your beautiful dress is soaked. Your makeup is messed up too. I guess there's no way you can win now.
My sister had taught me a lot of tips for makeup, but I only had less than a week of practice, and I was still an amateur. Even if I tried to fix my makeup now, I wouldn't be able to finish it in time for my turn. I could ask them to skip me and put me at the end, but I'm sure the results would be the same.
What do you want to do? We can ask them to change your turn to be last.
No, it's all right. I can go out like this.
Are you stupid? An ugly face like yours doesn't stand a chance with no makeup.
I didn't bat an eye to Hannah's words as I quickly changed into my normal clothes and got up just in time for the platform. If I went out like this, I am sure I would be a laughingstock in front of the crowd. But I didn't care about any of that, more than something so trivial. I didn't want to put all of my hard work up until now to waste. That determination must have been translated to the crowd. When I first got on stage, there was a quiet buzz, but as soon as I stood on the platform and made my introduction, that quickly turned into a warm applause. This is the real me. I know, as you can see, I'm a classic nerd. The audience lit up in a cheerful giggle, and I knew I had them in my hand. The reason I can stand up here today is thanks to the support of my sister and my parents. But that's not showing my hard work. So now, at the very end, I decided to stand up here and show you all real, honest, pure me. Of course, there was a small part of it that was just a desperate cover-up, but I wasn't lying. Thanks to the support and encouragement from my family, I finally had the courage to stand in front of people and show them me, just as I am. When I finished my speech and put the mic down, the venue erupted into a large applause. This sound, this applause, was all directed for none other than me. In the end, I missed out on the first place overall. I was able to receive the next honor of the top award for my class. Even if you take away the fact that she was disqualified for dumping water on me, it was still a much more honorable result than Hannah. But well, it seems like Hannah still hasn't been able to accept those results for herself.
The only reason why you were able to get first place out of the sophomore class was because I got disqualified. Don't get this all twisted.
Don't you think the reason you couldn't get the award is because of your twisted personality, including the disqualification? I think it's a very fitting result.
Excuse me? You were just selected out of pity. Who do you think you are, you ugly, shy loser? Don't get carried away.
As the two of us were going back and forth, those girls that were talking trash with Hannah that day came running over. That being said, those girls were just going along with Hannah, and it's not like I had any particular feelings towards them. But then suddenly, one of the girls grabbed my hand and with sparkling eyes started talking to me.
I was so touched by your speech. It's a shame they didn't select you for overall first place, but to me, you were the winner of this whole event, Michelle.
As she spoke to me, tears started streaming down her face. Apparently, she was too insecure about her own looks too, and later told me that my speech gave her a lot of confidence. Hannah may have a lot of friends, but it was clear that they were all just tools to make her look better, nothing more. Even then, Hannah's entourage could only stay quiet and laugh along with whatever she said. Those girls must all be like the old me.
Hey, why are you taking Michelle's side? You're my friend. When I heard Michelle's speech, it made me think that real friends try to understand each other's insecurities and compliment them to be more confident. But you're not like that, are you, Hannah? To you, we're just accessories that you can adorn yourself with.
I think so too. This whole time, I thought you were my best friend, but as of today, I quit.
Wait a minute! Where are you going? Hey!
And just like that, Hannah lost all of her popularity and friendships that she had built in one day. Girls can be pretty harsh, and I can only imagine the following days were hell for her. What she said and did at the pageant spread around the whole college, and I'm sure there's no way she could make new friends if she tried. Hannah must have been exhausted of her lonely life, and before we started our junior year, she withdrew from college. Even still, I am a little bit grateful to Hannah, because the only reason I was able to gain all of these friends and change enough to be confident in myself was because of Hannah's evil plan. That being said, I have no intention of repairing any sort of relationship with Hannah, though.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.